What's going on, everyone? It's Eman here, along with Red, both of us from the C-List Villains podcast, and welcome to the Saturday edition of the Eman Show, where we talk all things past, present, and future of pop culture. Welcome to the show, everyone.
At it.
How you doing?
Echoing.
You're echoing?
Yeah.
Or am I echoing?
No, I'm
I hear you fine, man. I think you're fine.
on my end. Echoing.
Uh-oh. Are we echoing? Hold on.
Check. 1, 2. Yeah, my bad. You just muted yourself.
Okay, what about now?
1, 2, 3.
Check, 1, 2.
Check. Yep, still.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Let's do this.
There, no more echo.
All right. I want to remove the background music. What's going on, Red? How you doing, dude?
Oh, I just woke up. Then I took a pre-game poop to jump on the show.
Because that's what everyone needs to do. Everyone deserves a pre-game poop, and that's what Red does, right?
That's how you start your day, is a poop. You can't go day without having a poop. I go about 4 times before lunch.
That sounds like a healthy bowel movement there, Red. I
think it's the dairy.
I'm happy that your bowels are moving the way they are. That's magnificent, sir.
Well, so it's either soft serve or
Oh God, Red! No, okay, no, stop, Red, no, no,
milkshake.
No. We're not doing that. Oh snap, man! It's Saturday here in California. How's the weather over there, Red?
Dude, I'm not an hour away. Same weather. You're a dummy. You acting like I'm on the other side of the world. I'm like,
how's your weather over there?
45 minutes all over the mountain.
Dude, you're 60 minutes away. Why even bring that up? Man, so you had a week, Red. Like we talked about it on the C-List Villains podcast, but let's briefly bring it up again real fast. So you went to the East Bay Comic Con in Concord, California this last weekend, right?
Last weekend, yes. Got to see some like really established artists. Met up with one of our friends, JR from Team Nerd Herd.
Team Nerd Herd,
I think there's one more guy that called out my name, but didn't want to say hi because he got shy. Be Big Mike.
Oh, that's my boy Big Mike. That's right. He hit me up too. He's like, "Hey man, I thought I saw your boy Red out there."
Yeah, but he didn't want to like come through and like say hi. Like I don't bite hard.
We're not celebrities, Mike. You know me. You
C-list.
saw Red. We're the we're C-list. We're not A-listers, right? You know, we're not
C-list.
We're not influencers. We're
villains.
There you go.
Greater good.
For the greater good. So, and then you met Larry Hama last weekend too, right?
Yes, Larry Hama. So I got a couple items signed by him. So I got the first Storm Shadow sign by Larry. Also completing my signature series right here on this Venomverse. So I got Larry Hama right here. Then all the other guys that worked on the Venom books. And
that one's pretty dope, actually.
Yeah. I needed to get it pressed and clean. I mean, it's gotten abused for the last couple of years.
Tony Fleece was out there too. Did you get a chance to hang out with him?
Yeah, but I did get to talk to him a lot because he was like a porn star in church. Like everybody wanted a piece of him. on top of Sam De La Rosa. Sam De La Rosa's line was long. I mean,
oh, okay.
People deep every hour, and good for him. He's writing out this whole Carnage thing because that's what he's really known for is like the Carnage books. And that doing remarks all day.
That's good. Like they're getting the work. Our favorite artists are getting the work, and that's pretty awesome. A couple of people in the chat. Let me say what's up to them. My friend Lisa's in the house. Hi everyone. What's going on, Lisa? How you doing?
That's going to be gifted by somebody.
Oh, hold on. Bring that up. Hold on. Bring that up because that looks fantastic.
Yeah. This is Lawrence's. This is Lawrence's figure right here. He bought for us, and it's going back to him, and then he's going to give one to one of our friends, which is a surprise. One of our friend of the show,
Oh, that's pretty dope. So okay, so I went to Target last night and I saw some of the GI Joes, like the reissue of the GI Joes, and I was a little upset with the quality of what I saw there because like the arms don't move like they used to. They don't bend like they used to. It's a little bit more.
I guess this generation, but they are because like that Larry Hama figure. They're going back to the O-ring models. The O-ring.
Yeah. It didn't seem like it was going. Okay, well, as long as they go with that right there.
Yeah,
Hold on real fast. And Brother John's in the house. What's going on, Brother John? Thanks for showing up.
John. There's no sisters in here. Oh, there's Lisa's a sister. There you go.
Oh, Lisa's in here. Yeah, Lisa's in here. Yeah, we have a sister
Here we go. And then I'm finishing up the whole jam piece here during that convention.
That is so sweet. That is absolutely gorgeous.
Chris Marinan. Oh, it's the very beautiful Ariel Diaz right there. Mirka Andolfo's artwork.
You have such a huge crush on Ariel Diaz. I know you do. Oh God, because she gives you so much attention online.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Eyes. Just her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red's celebrity crush, everyone, is Ariel Diaz, by the way. My boy Chop and Drop is up in the house. What's going on, my friend? House of L showed up. What's going on, dude? Herbs. Maybe time to invest on a 3D printer. Make your own toys. Hey, you know what? For those GI Joes that I grew up on, maybe it is time right there.
I'm doing replicas of my penis.
So real fast, I do want to send out a couple of shout outs. These are, quick little shout outs over the week to some of the people that have stopped by and said what's up to us in one way or another. And I definitely want to send a big shout out to our girl, Miss So, who constantly visits us on the C-List Villains podcast. She's there in the chats hanging out. So I just want to say what's up to Miss So, if she catches us on the rewind or whatever, but just, we appreciate you, Miss So. We're glad that you hang out with us on the C-List Villains podcast. And also want to send a shout out. I think I'm gonna let you do this one right here, Red. So you met one of our friends from the Team Nerd Herd last week?
Yeah, JR from Team Nerd Herd. And him spied on his little meeting with his homeboy.
I saw that picture. you were stealing show notes. You were up in there.
Yeah,
you were up in there.
Competition was doing.
Not competition. Camaraderie, right?
Yeah, what's up, Don? Yeah, I'm sort of everywhere, but I do have clones. The past 25 years, I've been mistaken for somebody else. I've also been mistaken for Mexican, Samoan, and Chinese.
Yeah. There was a time when people got me, Red, and our friend RBD Comics confused, and then my cousin Alex, like they considered us like this quadruple at one time. It was really funny. We
were chinky-eyed, bald, and wearing the same kind of clothes.
The preppy look.
We were the boy band. We were the we did have a boy band. It just we didn't.
We were Kai. We were we were
our boy band's name was Perspire.
Now we're just a bunch of fat, sweaty men. Oh man!
But we'll still sing.
I love it. So can I share with you something that happened to me this week, Red?
Do it,
dude.
Is it personal? Is it?
It's not personal. Relax. No.
X-rated?
It's not X-rated. Stop, Red. No. I'll tell you that offline one of these days, maybe if I feel like
lascivious?
it. So Line Breakers earlier this week sends an email to a lot of the people who signed up to their mailing list, right? And they're like, hey, so we're going to be doing a drawing for the very famous Last Ronin #1 metal cover by Aaron Bartling, right? They're like, hey, so anyone who's ordered the Rorschach Aaron Bartling from Line Breakers, anyone who's got the certificate of authenticity coin, each one of those are individually numbered. We're going to do a drawing from 1 to 500 because that's how many of them that they printed.
No. It's Line Breakers, not C-List.
No, not C-List. This is Line Breakers.
Yeah.
So Line Breakers went ahead and did this, right? So the guy from Denon, I think is his name, the main guy from Line Breakers, he sends an email out to everyone. He's like, hey, check this out, you guys. We did a drawing on Facebook. Here you go. They did the drawing and, they pulled a number and, hey, congratulations to that person, right? I mean, they're coming up on an Aaron Bartling Last Ronin #1 metal cover. That's that's a pretty penny right there, right? This thing is going for some good money. So I was like, hey, shit, I ordered a Rorschach. What are the chances? All right, let me try. Let me take a look here, right? So I watched the whole thing. They did the drawing. And all right, so-and-so, number 74 wins. Congratulations to the person who's got, COA coin number 74. I was like, you know what? Let me check my coin. Let me go and check, see what happens. Press my luck here.
And you're not the winner.
Son of a bitch. I'm not the winner, but look at this. I'm going to show you guys this, right? Look at this right here. So you can see right here how much the book is going for. It's $8,000. Right. Well, of course, this is a 9.9. This is remarked and signed by Aaron. They pulled number 74 right there. Look what my number was. My number was 73. I was pissed because I was so close, but I'm like, you know what? This is never, ever going to happen to me. This sucks so much. Like, I know I could have probably submitted that over to Aaron, had him sign it, pay the remark fee and whatnot. But just knowing I was that close to a Last Ronin number 1, and it wasn't even just the metal, it was the alternate metal cover. So technically, this is the 101 printing of the metal. However, this was the only one that was printed on this special metal, so it's even more rare. And I was like, my God, dude, I was this close. 73, 74. If the winner doesn't come forth, I'm sure they're going to do the raffle again. I'm not going to get it. Like, my chances for winning that has just been thrown out the door. There's no way they'll be able to roll a 73.
Lucky or that.
So it was heartbreaking to see, and I'm just hoping that person doesn't come through. What's going on, Shop for Comics? Thanks for coming through, my friend. That was just like the most heartbreaking thing that happened to me this week. Of course, there's other things. There's worse things that could have happened, right? But just, I was that freaking close, dude.
You had Aaron on Wednesday on your unboxing show. Maybe that kind of swayed the
comic gods were like, Aaron, Aaron, you can't do this.
Yeah,
It's not going to happen. I already had it in my head, too. I had this grandiose, like, oh, my God, I'm going to go ahead and create this YouTube video. I'm going to bring my GoPro. I'm going to jump in the car and be like, hey, guys, I'm headed over to Linebreakers. Because Linebreakers is only about an hour away from me. It's in Victorville. So I could have just made the drive up there, assuming I'm all of this is in my head. Assuming I had won, I would have made the drive up to Victorville. Popped up, made this whole video thing. Like, I would have done it too, but it's just not going to happen. That dream just went never again.
Sounds familiar. Was there like a one time that you met a girl on AOL that you had to drive all the way there for get some booty? No.
God damn it, Red! Stop. Well, come on, let's go ahead and get the first segment down, Red. Let's go ahead and start talking about the Week in Geek right here. We're gonna go ahead and start this off right here. Where Red moved. Red over here. Red, this is his segment right here. This is where Red's gonna talk to us about some interesting articles he's found over the last week. This is what we like to call So, Red, talk to us, man. What have you found this week that's definitely newsworthy?
Well, for me, just as a big zombie genre fan, I got this article from The Insider letting us know that we're getting Walking Dead next Sunday. So after Super Bowl Sunday, this Sunday, we get Walking Dead, the return of season 11B. So we get to see what happens after our pals from Alexandria get to after they fought I forgot the group's name, but you get to see what's gonna happen to them, and then maybe get to see Rick Grimes show up again this season, or maybe in the third part of the season.
Isn't this where they're fighting the Reapers? Isn't this Maggie's group?
Correct. It was the Reapers, and so they already defeated the Reapers in the last episode of the first part of the season. and so now we get to see what happens next.
So this is the final season. This is it, right? This is after this. It's no more
Well, no more of this particular
of.
show, but we still have Fear the Walking Dead and
Mhm.
Walking Dead World Beyond, and then we also have a spin-off show with Carol and Daryl. So looking forward to that. Then
Okay, so
rise movies.
that kind of ruins it because now we know Daryl's not going to die in this season. So I guess if Daryl dies, we riot. That's still a thing, and I'm assuming that no one's rioting because there's going to be a spinoff.
But no, they like Norman Reedus so much that of course he's going to continue the legacy of The Walking Dead into his new show.
Got it.
He's also
Got it.
rumored to play Ghost Rider in the MCU.
You know what? Which is interesting to me. I would love to see that. I would love to see Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider. I think that's a great fit. The guy who played Robbie Rodriguez as Ghost Rider on the Agents of Shield show, I didn't think he did that bad of a job myself. And I'd like to see him be the other Ghost Rider also. So it'd be cool to see both Norman Reedus and that actor who did Robbie Rodriguez. I think that would be pretty cool.
Of course. But seeing the caption on the picture is Walking Dead February 13th, they moved it up to the 22nd just because it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Gotcha. Yeah, everyone forgot that Super Bowl got pushed up a week. It used to be. I remember when Super Bowl was at the end of January. Then it got pushed over to the first week of February. Now it's in the second week of February.
They took away one pregame or
Preseason game,
season game, and then,
but they added a 17th week.
exactly.
Yeah, it pushed it up. All right. What else do we got, Red?
All right, now we have another zombie show, which is called All of Us Are Dead.
You've been talking about this, like Red all week has been like texting about this show, and I'm hearing good things about this show right here. Talk to us, Red.
The article really means that the one zombie rule is you never find the origin of the virus, but in this show they established the origin through this teacher that we see in the picture, and that he had a bullied son, and the only way he can get his son to fight back was to use genes from a rat, because the rats fight back like whatever they get attacked, they have this flight or fight response.
Uh-huh.
So he added that gene to his son, which in turn gave him powers, but then he also started the zombie outbreak. This show is 12 episodes long, an hour each. Great thing to watch on Netflix right now. And there's other zombie tropes in there that they added, which was we get asymptomatic zombies, which means they are hybrid. They're not dead, but they have the hunger of the zombie. So they call them half-bees, but in reality they're vampires.
Gotcha.
Without being allergic to the sun.
And that's what I read. That's what I read about this show, is that a lot of the zombie shows and a lot of the zombie movies, they kind of follow the same rules, and this one either breaks the rules or establishes new rules that make sense. Oh. And when I read that article and just heard how hyped you were about this show, this is something that I think I'm going to introduce Mimi and Erica to, because we liked Squid Games, and I know some of the actors from Squid Games are in the show, right?
Oh yeah. One of the characters named is Nayeon, and she plays on Squid Games as the girl with the short hair, and she gets that's not assassinated, but killed during the marble playoff. So her role here is pretty good. She plays the rich girl, and nobody likes the rich girl.
Gotcha. All right, so this is definitely one of those shows that we're gonna need to watch.
On Netflix, go check it out, and you have time, binge watch it if you must.
All right, we got another one, right? You have another article for us?
One more, and we have one for Streaming about the Book of Boba Fett. I reference these Western movies. Like I haven't seen any of these except Dances with Wolves, and so guys should check it out, because I need kind of help on all these references. But the main one would be The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, where every time they have a shootout at noon,
Mm-hmm.
That's like the main staple of most westerns, where you get your gunfighters.
Now here's what I'm wondering: like, should Book of Boba Fett, should it follow the Mandalorian's Western style of storytelling, or should the Book of Boba Fett should have gone in a different direction? Like it almost felt like they were trying to do a hybrid mafioso slash Western, and I don't think it hit as hard as they wanted it to be. Do you think that it was just too much of a mixed match of Western and mafia?
No, I think it was perfect. I think it was just the way whoever directed it, those certain episodes that we were kind of complaining about, and it just didn't flow with some of the storytelling. But I think if they do have a second season, they should clean up some of that. That way everything flows. Like on our previous show with the villains, we forgot to score. We got to score the last episode, but it definitely
we totally did.
Yeah,
like, fuck this episode. Dude.
Kind of got sidetracked with some other conversation about Revenge of the Nerds and Bush.
Like that, my boy Ignacio's The Book of Boba Fett should have been Sopranos in space. That's a really good way to look at it, right there, Ignacio. Yeah, I like that.
I think Favreau and Filoni wanted that kind of space western deal because that's what George Lucas would have went for anyway. And then with Mandalorian, we get kind of more of a western, but also more of a samurai feel to that.
That's true. They did do that combination of both of them right there, the samurai feel and the western. That was a much better, but that was a much better combination. But also the samurai feel is still kind of taken from the westerns, and vice versa. Westerns kind of have that samurai feel, so it makes sense. I just think Robert Rodriguez shouldn't have directed those episodes. I think that was the thing.
No. You need him to do the action portions of the show. It's just someone needed to have his back as far as like helping with the continuity and then the flow of the show.
Gotcha. Is that what it was? Is just the show just didn't flow?
It's choppy.
It was choppy.
You saw how Desperado was made. That was a great film.
It was. Yeah. But that was also
Desperado.
But hold on. But wasn't Desperado? Wasn't that? Oh, that was Robert Rodriguez. It wasn't. It wasn't Quentin Tarantino.
You think it's From Dusk Till Dawn?
No, I was thinking Quentin Tarantino. I was like, wait, didn't Quentin Tarantino? That's right. Desperado and Once Upon a Time in Mexico are like some of the best. People, are you a Mexican? Are you Mexican? I'm a Mexican. Dude, Danny Trejo, dude. That's the man right there.
Hey, if it wasn't for Robert Rodriguez, we wouldn't have Danny Trejo in the Star Wars.
No. If it wasn't for Robert Rodriguez, I'm pretty sure none of us would know who Salma Hayek is. Let's be honest.
Good point.
Let's be honest.
Well, that one Playboy issue, but this was piggybacking on Desperado.
Yes. All right. Well, that's it right there for the Red Room report. Thank you, good sir, for taking a look into those. I appreciate you. This is where you shine right here, Red. This is where you bring up the noise and talk to us about what you found this week, man. Let's go ahead and do this. This is something that I've talked to the guys about. Something that I've always wanted to do, and that's kind of like bring up a re-review of something. And I've always wanted to re-review certain things in pop culture, whether they're comics, TV shows, or movies. So I want to go ahead and bring up this segment of the show. This is what I call here on When the Dust Settles. We're going to be re-reviewing movies, comics, TV shows, just like I mentioned, and asked a really important question: were the critics right? Red, I sent you the movie that I think that you and I should start with, and this is a movie I don't think you and I need to watch and do homework with, because this is one of those movies that we watch all of the time. And what was that?
It's always on TV.
Don't know if it's always on TV. TV definitely, it's something that our group constantly quotes, and I'm talking about Coming to America.
She's your way to be.
This is a movie that's constantly in our group. This is one of those movies that's constantly quoted after. This is one of those movies that we just absolutely love. And then I was like, you know what were the reviews about this movie when it came out and up until now? What were people saying about this this movie. So I went ahead and dug around a little bit, and it looks like this movie's overall rating is about mid sevens. I'm looking at an IMDb rating of 7.1, Rotten Tomatoes of 7.2, Metacritic of 7.8. Right now, one reviewer says in past celluloid lives, Eddie Murphy has been responsible for a handful of the most popular movies ever made, which explains why he has been able to bring Coming to America to your neighborhood theater with its misogyny, technical ineptitude, and witlessness intact. This is from Jay Scott of the Globe and Mail in Toronto. He obviously...
When did he make that review?
Huh?
When did he make that review?
This one was relatively recently. I want to say it was like in the mid 2000s.
Okay, all right. In the misogyny part of it is like it's more recent.
Yes, it was more of a recent review. However, here's a review from June 30th, 1988. Eddie Murphy's latest picture, Coming to America, is a harmless, fairly amusing comedy that will delight Eddie Murphy fans and keep everyone else mildly entertained. This is from Mick LaSalle from the San Francisco Chronicle. This review came out, like I said, June 30th, 1988. I know you and I love this movie from beginning to end.
Oh, yeah?
At a 7.1, 7.2, 7.8, averaging out just about a 7.5, so mid sevens. Were the critics right?
I would have scored a little bit higher. I would have gone like 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
8.5. Okay. I myself would have done probably about the same thing. And that's because to me it had so many memorable Eddie Murphy performances. I mean, Eddie Murphy was almost everybody. And same thing with Arsenio Hall, right? They were the people in the barbershop. They were the barbershop guys, right? It was Randy Watson. That's your boy right there. Randy Watson.
Preacher.
The preacher, Arsenio Hall. Arsenio Hall was also the lady in the club that was trying to get hooked up with them. Right, I want to tear you apart and your friend.
I used to be Joan of Arc in the previous hour.
I've always wondered about that. Why was that lady in the bar? Like, she doesn't look like the kind of person that would be in a bar anyway. She's in there all preachy and stuff. I was Joan of Arc in another life.
She was probably the wing girl for one of the friends, and then they brought her over, right?
That's a mix of friends to have Joan of Arc-ish in your group. And then you had Peaches. My name is Peaches, and I'm the best. All the DJs want to feel my breasts. I mean, from beginning to end, the movie was entertaining. So, like one of the reviewers said that, yeah, this is a definite entertaining movie. Quality, technical. You know what? Screw all that. You don't need a book to be, or you don't need a movie to be technically advanced and whatnot.
Great makeup as well, because the multitude of characters they had to play. Then we got great performances from
James Earl Jones,
and then was it James?
James Earl Jones was
the dad. Looked like McDowell's.
John Amos.
John Amos. Yeah, definitely. Oh, and Eric LaSalle as the Soul Glow flash shooter.
Daryl. You did see he played, and see what's good about Daryl is he played that douchey guy, and back in the 80s, right? A lot of the douchey characters are either absolutely loved or absolutely hated, and it was great to see that character come to light, because even to this day, if you see a guy like that, he's kind of douchey. Like, how do you get that kind of a girl? You're an asshole, and I'm glad that you're happy that it turns out the way it does, because at the end of the movie, right, it's about a prince who wanted to go against the rules of his kingdom and actually find a wife that would appreciate him for him, not for what he is, but for who he is.
Of course.
And I really, I did like the heartfelt, part where, no, we're getting married for love, and that's cool. That's
the whole thing about the misogyny portion of that guy's review is like, you was a prince, of course, so he's gonna get bathed with bathers, naked.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Let me answer Kristen Blas where she said, yes, Eddie Murphy did play the old white guy in the barbershop. Yep,
he played the Jewish guy. But where's the spoon?
Where's the spoon?
just it was just the barbershop scenes were always the best. You must be out of your goddamn mind. Joe Lou's the greatest fighter that ever lived.
It's good fucking tape.
You know, Kunta from Kunta. Oh yeah, the boy from Africa. It's one of those movies that actually highlighted like what Eddie Murphy's range is, right? You know, we knew from Saturday Night Live that he could play all these characters, and for Coming to America to be that one movie where he could play all the characters that he wanted to be, it just allowed him to do that in probably the best way possible, in my opinion.
To the Nutty Professor, where he played the clumps.
Yeah, you know, and that's when he kind of started going a little bit more PG-13, trying to be a little bit more family oriented, because he started to have a family, and yes, let's be honest and say, like, 80s Eddie Murphy would not fly today. There's just too much cancel cultures, too many people out there that's gonna be like, oh, he's wrong for saying what he said, and I get it. A lot of the stuff that he said was absolutely terrible in the 80s, but that was the 80s, you know.
Yeah, and the early 90s stuff too were kind of flops until he did that one movie with Steve Martin. Bowfinger.
Yes, Bowfinger. I didn't really watch that one, but yes.
Oh, boo!
Yeah, we're talking about Coming to America here, Red. We're not talking about Bowfinger. But let's wrap this up real fast. So at the end of the day, though, Red, let's say average 7.5. Were the critics right? Are we going to agree with the critics? Is that a proper score for this movie, Coming to America?
No, I say it should be graded higher.
Higher, and you said 8.5?
8.5.
8.5. Yes, I agree with Red. 8.5 for Coming to America. Even to this day, I think it should have been, you know, rated higher, even considering like it was a comedy, and you're not going to get like all the Oscar winning performances and all the special effects and whatnot. It was just one of those
Oscar winning performance right there, because you got multiple characters played by two dudes.
Yeah, but you know, is that something that the Oscar is really looking forward to? You know, is that something that
we're not talking Shakespeare here, man.
Yeah,
no, Shakespeare.
But to us, it's magic. Yes, in the face. What you talking about, man? It's halftime, dude. It's just some men I met in the bathroom. Just a lot of great one-liners, and I think that's why it holds up to us, is because like there's a lot of one-liners that we can say, we know what we're saying, and we're having fun with it. So yeah. 8.5. Critics were wrong. Screw the critics. Coming to America, fantastic movie.
Can't say
Go
they were
watch
wrong,
it.
but that's how they graded. Everybody's judgment is pretty different. You know, we say it should be graded higher.
There you go. I agree. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this one right here. Let's go ahead and bring up a random topic. It has something that has nothing to do with anything, Red. No, not that. Whoa, I pressed the wrong button. I'm still learning how to do this, you guys. Random topic. So growing up, everyone was always like trying to get the shoes that they want. You know, back in the 80s, it was shell toes, it was this, it was that. Jordans came about, but like nowadays, like there's this huge sneaker culture that a lot of people are trying to be a part of, right? I mean, people are dropping tens of thousands of dollars at conventions to pick up, sets. Everyone's trying to pick up all the Jordans and trying to get the rare, Yeezys and whatnot. But us growing up, let's be realistic, for the families who weren't able to afford the Yeezys or the Jordans for the families, what were the shoes that actually defined cool growing up in your schools? So Red, let me ask you this. What were some of the shoes that you remember in the 80s when you people had them, you're like, oh shit, those are pretty dope. Like, well, what is that? That's awesome.
For me, it's the Airwalks. It's always the Airwalks.
Oh, that's right. Some of the old school skater shoes, huh?
They were affordable and stylish. Goes with every piece of clothing I had, growing up. Easy to slip on.
The 80s Airwalk. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh, let me see if I can find one of these shoes right here.
Vans weren't that great. Airwalks were like the top of the line things to buy, especially if you're a kid on the budget.
Let me bring some of these shoes up right here. So these are what some of the Airwalks back in the day kind of look like. Like this one right here. Like this one right here was kind of like the Airwalks that a lot of the people in my day used to get right here.
Yeah. I mostly go with the low tops, slip-ons.
Let me see if I can find some of those slip-ons. Oh yeah, like this,
Something like that. Yeah.
or something like this too. Or you remember something like with the strap that went over your shoe?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah, airwalks were dope back then. Like and of course, like if you were a skater back in the '80s, like it was all about airwalk and Vision, and what was the other brand? There was like 3 brands of skater shoes back in the '80s that you used to rock if you were a skater.
That wasn't Etnies. Etnies was too modern.
No, yeah, Etnies was like later on, like Etnies and what else? Like Globe, World Globe or something like that. Like those happened like later on. But yeah, in the '80s for us growing up, like you were cool if you're a skater and you were cool, you were gonna be rocking yourself some Airwalks.
Yeah, I wasn't a great skater. I just rocked them.
Fantastic choice. Look at that. Kristen's up and she's like, iPath moccasin shoes or Osiris. Yes, Osiris shoes in the early 2000s, like the really thick. They were almost like, I remember a lot of ravers used to rock like skater shoes like that too. Like back in the early 2000s, it was the big, super thick, just crazy thick low top shoes. Osiris's were pretty dope.
I'm surprised that after you drop all those SC, you remember everybody's shoes.
What was that?
I'm surprised that you remember everybody's shoes after you drop all that E.
Shut up, Rhett. Look. Okay, let's not bring up the past. Goddamn you. Well, this is what I wanted to kind of bring back. You know, let the new kids know and let me maybe bring up some old memories. But how many of us remember Reebok pumps when they came out in the late '80s?
Yeah, I couldn't afford them.
Yeah, no one could afford it, but those were also like a symbol of cool. What about like British Knights? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I got those from Mervyn's.
You got from Mervyn's, exactly. And your mom takes you, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get you some shoes. Oh, I'm gonna get some British Knights. Look. We got the pumps right
there on the top right.
Yep. BK Knights. I remember everyone calling it BK Knights, even though like the K part it was Knights. So British Knights. Do you remember the Michael Jacksons?
No.
This one right here was the Michael Jackson LA Gears. So Michael Jackson ended up getting endorsed in the 80s also by a group called LA Gear. And they were supposed to be a little bit more stylish street kicks, and then Michael Jackson had his own right here. And I remember a lot of the kids were like, dude, those are dope. And these 3, other than Jordan's growing up, were like the shoes of my generation that I saw around. Like this is the one that everyone was trying to get. I want to say that these pumps, weren't they the David Robinson? Oh, no. David Robinson had the Nike pumps, and then Reebok had their own pump.
I can't recall. We have to get one of our sneakerhead friends.
Yeah. The David Robinsons were a different kind of shoes back in the day. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Robinson shoes,
was
Nike.
Also known for other names. Maybe I shouldn't mention me here.
Oh yeah, let's leave that out of here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like that's why only certain people were in BKs because this is for something else.
What? Look. Okay, look. I'm not. Okay. All right. Sure.
I don't know if it's just in our area here, but yeah, it was those weird kid things where, BK stood for this.
This right here were the David Robinsons. These were like the Nike version of the pumps, where they actually you put like a pump right here, and it would pump it up like on the inside. It would make like the shoe a little bit more snug. Do you remember those?
Yeah, that's something I couldn't afford either.
Oh yeah, no, you couldn't afford those. Those were like top end stuff. Look at that, Kristen. LA Gear light up shoes for the win. Oh, that's right. LA Gears back in the 2000s had like their own little light up shoes, right?
Yeah, I had to get the knockoff shoes from Payless.
Was it oh man, what were those Payless shoes called? Those RX 300s or something like that?
Yeah,
Payless shoes. What was the popular one that they called it back then? Payless Shoe Source. Payless Shoe Source brands. Come on. There's got to be the XK 500s or something like that. I remember they had Keds. But yeah, for sure. Like if it's like one of those things where
we'll put it on our IG or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do that. It's one of those things where like at the beginning of the school year. At the beginning of the school year, you would get like the decent Mervyn shoes, and then mid-school year, then you would go and get the Payless shoes. Is that what happened with you? Because like I would get shoes only 2 times a year, and my mom would be like, "You better take care of these, otherwise, because these are expensive." You go to Mervyn's and get those right there.
Oh, yeah. You
Look,
get
see,
the
right? You
special
can
everyday
only get.
shoes with Sunday shoes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. See, look at that.
Otherwise,
Payless had knockoff Vans. It said Vans on them. Oh, that's right. They did. This was like later on. They did have like some, but they were Vans, but it was kind of like the leftover material Vans. These are Vans and they're made by us, but we're gonna have like company XYZ put them together. Like here's the rest of the material. But yeah, man, growing up, like I know kids nowadays, it's all about like rocking the Yeezys. It's about rocking the Jordans. It's about, I'm to the point now where I'm 44. I like, if I'm going to spend, $175 on a pair of shoes, I actually have to get shoes that, number one, fit me correctly, and two, actually provide the cushion for my back, because my back is all messed up. So now I'm going with like brands like Hoka and like all these running shoes because it's good for my feet. They make them wide. But yeah,
foot store.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have
you and AJ have the same kind of ailment, or with the plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, and that's when you have to get like really good shoes.
Feet.
My boy DJ Link stopping by to say what's up. What's up, DJ man? I'm glad that you're out hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it. He's out about on this gorgeous day. He'll catch it on the rewind. Oh man, DJ's out in New York, so now he's having a gorgeous day out there. See, like everyone's weather is slightly different, man. My son likes $65 Vans, and he says kids make fun of him because he doesn't have Nikes. Kids are ruthless now. Kids have always been assholes, Rock those Vans, son, man. Like my sister is what 33 now, and she's still rocking Vans to this day. Honestly, if I can fit Vans again, I would probably rock some Vans myself.
If I have kids, I'm gonna make them wear fucking flip flops to school.
His chinellas.
Here, wear these.
What you're doing over there? How are you so good playing basketball in your chinelas?
Yeah,
practice.
Barefooted.
It's all practice right there. All right, that's it for this, Ray. XJ, there you go. XJ 900s. That's right. That's what it was, man. Thank you so much. I was like, I know these. I know there's this brand. All right, well, that's it for Random Topics. Thank you guys for playing along with that one right there, allowing us to relive our childhood. This is totally like 80s mental right now, right? We were talking about coming to America, talking about our shoes,
Does it kind of like think it back on the last conversation from Thursday's show where we were talking about movies during the 80s?
Yep, yeah. Exactly.
But you'll have to catch on the other channel.
Yeah, that's right. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the C-List Villains, and like and subscribe to this. Make sure you guys hit that like button down there. Let me know I'm doing okay. Let's know that we're doing okay. What did Ignacio say? If they use chanclas, is it considered open carry?
Yes.
I mean, it depends on how them toenails are, I guess, right? It's kind of dangerous.
Well, there was one video around the internet where it was a mom and then the daughter was like running away. She was like already 100 yards. She was able to get her chancla all the way up to the daughter and hit her in the head.
Yeah. Because that's what happens. That's absolutely true. Your mother will hit you in the head with her chinela, her chancla, her slipper, her slipper. It's going to get you right in the face one of these days. And that definitely happened to me. My mom actually threw a pump at me one day. It pissed her off enough. And she threw her pump at me. And it almost got me. I won't lie. Like, oh, shit, I kind of pissed her off. She was on her way out. She was going to go dancing with my dad one night. And she threw her fucking... her pumps at me. I was like, oh, yeah, big ass like
pride during those days. Now you're just blah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Watch out for the wrath of the chanclas. That's right. So, Red, I think we've come to the final act of our show, my friend. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, where did that page go? Did you send it to me?
I sent it to you.
You put it on our chat there?
Don't worry too much. Are you on your computer or are you on your phone?
Computer.
Good, because I can actually bring it up on the screen here for you, Red. All right, you guys, this is where we end the show with our acting chops. This is where Red and I practice our voice acting skills for your entertainment. And this is a little segment I like to call Cast a C-List. So today, Red and I are going to read a couple of pages of a pretty popular comic book that has come out over the last year. A lot, and we talked about the creator earlier today. Unfortunately, Red wasn't able to hang out with Tony Fleece, but today, Red and I are going to take a couple of pages out of Stray Dogs, and this is Stray Dogs number 2. This is a conversation between Sophie and I believe Rusty. We have both of them in the panels. We also have the Master in one of the panels here. Red, who would you like to start off? Would you like to be Sophie or would you like to be Rusty? And you can provide whatever voice you want to give to this.
Right.
And I'm so scared.
Flip a coin. I play heads for Rusty, tails for Sophie. Okay.
All right, go.
Heads.
Head. So you're Rusty.
Rusty.
All right, I'm Sophie. Okay. Oh my God, I gotta play. Okay. All right. How am I gonna do this? What's happening? No, that's not. We can't do Sophie like that. What you're doing? What you're talking about today? No. I can't do that one either. Okay, we'll figure it out. All right. So, Red's Rusty. I'm Sophie.
Oh.
I think Sophie has like one big line and then a couple of smaller lines. I'll play the Master because the Master's also in this panel right here. Red, how about that? Does that work for you?
Sounds good.
All right, so this is a couple of pages from Stray Dogs. Red, I believe it starts off with Sophie. Follow along, everyone. Let's get and see how this goes. All right, so this is after issue 1 when Sophie remembers what happened between her and her lady. She realized like, oh my God, I was taken away. So let's go ahead and start this off with no, I remember. I was scared. You were nice to me. You and the others showed me around and you told me everything was going to be okay.
Sorry, keep going.
You're next. Yeah, and then you told us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and you told us our Master snuck into your old house and murdered your lady.
I don't.
You don't remember? You said he took a scarf and he. Oh. That's your line.
No. Then you say
Come here.
And then you scratch. And then the Master gets up. All right. Calm down. Woof.
Are we done? Did I lose you?
And scene. Oh, you know what? Next time I'm going to have to get like something a little bit more with a little more excitement there, you know.
Yeah. Good first rundown, I guess.
Yeah, okay. We're learning. I like the how you kind of give Rusty kind of like a little bit of a Rusty voice there, you know. Hey, you said that. Oh yeah, you said you don't remember.
More in my repertoire of voices, so don't worry.
Maybe next time we'll do 4 pages, something that gives us a little bit more, you know, range, something that says a little more right there. Look at that, like, Ignacio's like, hey, very good. Like we're getting some reactions.
Like a high school play.
Look at that, Ignacio. Dude, told us Sophie for the win this thing, you know. Hey, you know, I kind of remember, but you know, I don't remember. She kind of died, eh? Mimi's gonna hate me. She hates that. Anytime I talk like a chola, she's like, I fucking hate that one. That's the one that I hate the most. Well, keep an ear out, you guys, because Red and I were gonna be doing a little bit more voiceovers here in the future. We're gonna be hanging out. We're gonna pick some comics maybe with a little bit more action, and we're definitely gonna be showing off our chops. And you know what? If we need like a third person, I definitely want to be able to bring somebody in and have them have some fun with us. How about that?
Yeah.
You
guys just to join us and do the read.
That'd be fine. As long as someone is there doing the read for another one of the side characters, I think that would be that would be fun too.
Yeah, go pick up some Stray Dogs. You know, the first and second prisoner is kind of expensive, but buy the trade. It's a great read.
Fantastic.
Our friend Tony Fleece on that, and Tony Rodriguez was the artist of the book.
Yeah. No. Trish Forstner was the artist. Tony Rodriguez did also provide some of the other art, but it was mostly Trish Forstner and Tony Fleece right there. All right. Well, that's it for the show today, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with this attempt at the Eman Show. Red, thank you so much for hanging out. Red, do me a favor. Let everyone know how they can find you on the social medias.
Oh, you can find me on C-List Villainous Red. You can also hit me up on our regular IG account at C-List Villains and C-List Villains Podcast. We also have a hotline at 209-975-7597. We, the C-List Villains, are life coaches. So every time you need advice, hey, give us a call, give us a text.
We're not life.
Provide the best advice for you.
Okay. We'll provide the best advice for you. But we don't rely on us, please don't.
But if you need somebody, we're here.
And you can always find me on C-List Eman on IG and here on YouTube for some more comic book and pop culture content. A bunch of shenanigans. There's going to be a lot more shenanigans on the show here in the future. All right, well, that's it for this episode of the Eman Show. Thanks to everyone in the chat for showing up. Thanks to my co-host, Red. Thanks to everyone watching this on the rewind. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that way you guys get notified anytime I drop any one of these new episodes. That's it. Until the next issue.
Exfoliate.
Deuces.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the C-List Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at clistvillains@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail or text us at 209-975-7597. Be sure to join Luke Week's Facebook group, Rare Keys and First Appearance Comics. And you can follow us on our 2 Instagram accounts, C-List Villains and C-List Villains Podcast. Lastly, follow the villains on their separate IG accounts, at Luke Weeks, at C-List Villainous Red, at C-List Eman, and I am at AJ the Comic Collector. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next episode.